Cyclone MMA. What's up, guys? My name's Mason from Cyclone MMA. Welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about the big boys. There's been some fights being announced. We're going to talk about them. The top 5 of the heavyweight division. I should say top 6. There's some action happening. I'm going to talk about the first one that I heard about, which is Tai Tuivasa versus Cyril Gane. That is happening. Tai Tuivasa is ranked number 3 right now after his big victory, biggest victory of his career over Derek Lewis, a fight that when I heard was announced, I was like, "Oh no, I'm going to see Tai Tuivasa get knocked out." And the complete opposite happened. He's fighting Cyril Gane, who's ranked number 1. I am a huge Stipe Miocic fan. I love Francis too. Both of those guys are awesome. I still consider Cyril Gane to be the best heavyweight on the planet. Call me crazy. I know he lost the fight to Francis. I scored it for Francis. But I still think Cyril Gane's a better fighter. And we're going to find out because I love Tai Tuivasa. I think he's a savage. And I feel really bad for him because I think he's going to lose this fight. With that being said, I said the same exact thing for the Derek Lewis fight, and I was completely wrong. If Tai Tuivasa can get this W, it's going to be his stock is going to explode through the roof. The shoey, I mean, I'm making like shirts about shoeys now. So if you want to check out some of those shirts, merch down below. There's a link. Check it out. But anyways, back to talking about heavyweights fighting each other. If Tai can get the win over Cyril Gane, who I believe to be the best heavyweight, definitely one of the best heavyweights in this division, it's going to be huge. It's going to be absolutely huge. The next fight I'm going to talk about is Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blaydes. And I'm going to talk about how all of these fights shape up the heavyweight division and what the future of this heavyweight division is going to look like in the near future. So, by the way, Tai Tuivasa versus Cyril Gane is going to be taking place in France. I think it might be the first UFC event in France. I could be wrong. It's going to be taking place in Paris. Cyril Gane is a Frenchman, so that's pretty huge. It's going to be a very pro Cyril Gane place, which I'm sure Tai Tuivasa is not going to be, used to. He's not used to being a guy that gets booed, but it's probably going to happen because the French crowd is going to show up for Cyril Gane, their guy. Anyways, we're going to move on to Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blaydes. The reason I thought about that France thing is because this fight, Aspinall versus Blaydes, is taking place in London. Also on that card is going to be Paddy Pimblett versus Otman Azatar. But this is huge. I feel like this very much, like the other fight, is a fight to determine who's next for the belt. Like, who's going to step up? Because Tom Aspinall is a beast. Curtis Blaydes is a beast. Now, Curtis Blaydes, let's take a look at him. He's coming off of 2 victories. He just barely beat Chris Daukaus. He knocked him out viciously in the second round. And then he fought Jairzinho Rozenstruik, where he just outclassed the guy. Jairzinho had nothing for him. Before that, he did get knocked out by Derek Lewis. This guy, when he's rolling, he's winning. When he gets caught, he loses the fight. But that's what happens in heavyweight fighting, His only 3 losses. Twice from Francis Ngannou, got knocked out. Once from Derek Lewis, got knocked out. So, the key to victory for Tom Aspinall is to knock out Curtis Blaydes, but easier said than done. Tom Aspinall, on the other hand, he's on a streak right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wins in a row, all via finish. He hasn't made it to the 3rd round in any of those fights. His last defeat was a disqualification back in 2016. But he's just been looking really good. He beat Andrei Arlovsky, who's kind of a gatekeeper in that division. He beat Sergey Spivak, first round TKO. And then he beat Alexander Volkov, who's someone I thought would beat him. I thought that'd be the biggest test. He'd beat him, and he got a submission in the first round. So, pretty crazy there. I think this is going to be a really interesting matchup. Tom Aspinall is just so well-rounded, but Curtis Blaydes, his wrestling is just insane. I'm curious to see if this fight goes long. It's going to be a 5-round affair. I'm curious to see which one of these fighters is looking better deep into the fight. I'd be really interested in that. Also, I'm curious how they look on the feet, because Tom Aspinall, I feel, is the better striker, but Curtis Blaydes does have some heavy hands, and his striking has come a long ways. So I don't know. This fight I'm looking forward to. Really, this whole heavyweight division. I'm going to look at the rankings here. I'm going to pull them up. Francis is the champion. I think what they're going to do for the championship belt, because Francis is going to take a break. I think he's having a knee surgery. Maybe it already happened. I don't know, but he's going to be sidelined for a while. It's probably going to be Stipe Miocic versus Jon Jones for the interim heavyweight title. So, Stipe's number 2. Jon Jones isn't ranked, but Cyril Gane's 1. Tai Tuivasa is 3. Curtis Blaydes is 4. Derek Lewis is 5. He's, he lost, so we kind of got to sideline him here a little bit. No, he has a win over Chris Dawkins, but then you have Tom Aspinall. So you have really 4 of the top 6 fighting. Francis, the champion's out. Stipe is going to probably be fighting Jon Jones. The heavyweight division is happening, you guys. We're going to get a lot of changing of the guard, I feel. I think we're going to get a lot of interesting matchups because it's starting to look up. I feel like this division hasn't looked good in the past couple of years, with an exception of Francis Ngannou and Stipe Miocic. But we're starting to get some fresh blood. We're starting to get some new faces in this top 5. So I'm really looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think about this matchup, both of them. Which one are you looking forward to more, Tai versus Gane or Aspinall versus Blaydes? Let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you enjoy MMA, because this is the hub for MMA. Peace out, guys.